to this movie, I think there's two things that I have a reputation for. The first one, of course, is I don't know if anyone's been more harsh on the Marvel movies than me. As I've said, I think by and large they're garbage. They're not art, they're not cinema, they're not even entertainment. They're just a product. They're just like the definition of a soulless product that's churned out to make money. Kind of like the Star Wars reboot. The other thing is, I think people accept that I'm fair. So, if there's a movie I like, I'll say I like it. Like as I've said, I like Batman versus Superman. I'm the only person who did. But I'm not going to lie and pretend I didn't like it because it's popular. And I didn't like Logan. I really hated Logan. But I'm not going to pretend I liked it just because it's like one of the best reviewed superhero movies of all time. So that being said, Avengers Endgame. I thought the first three Avengers movies were complete shit. I'd give each one a middle finger for 3 middle fingers if that was even possible. They were boring. They were lame. They were garbage. So how did I find Avengers Endgame? The buildup of all these shitty movies that I hated over the years. Honestly, it was pretty damn good. I'm going to come out and say it. I think Avengers Endgame was the best Marvel film. Because I think they delivered on all the shit they should have been delivering in the other movies. Like, to me, one of the biggest problems with a lot of the Avenger movies is there wasn't really a balance. Like, basically it was just everyone sitting around being like snarky with each other and just like a whole lot of nothing happening. Like, if you ask me to explain the plot or like something that happened or character interaction or something, I can't really think of it. They were just kind of boring, like I said, products of movies. Like, I couldn't follow the plot of the first 2 Avengers movies. The third one was just a setup, which I also hated. This one, though, they actually had like meaningful character interaction. Like, the jokes were funny. I think part of it was just because half the cast was gone. So the remaining characters just got a lot more screen time. And a lot of the remaining characters are kind of the ones you like. So I thought that was good. I also thought a good thing was they didn't reset Iron Man's character arc. Because that happens in literally every Iron Man film and every Avengers film. They keep resetting Iron Man's character arc, and he goes back to being the same person. They didn't do that for once. So that's really good. So there's that. The action scenes I just thought were a lot better. It took a really, really long time to get there. But like the action scenes compared to the previous Avenger movies, the stakes were a lot better. Like Thanos had actually kind of been built up in this one because of the previous movie. Like before he just randomly showed up in Infinity War, we didn't really know anything about him. We didn't have really a reason to give a shit about him. And now there's actually stakes for the first time in 3 Avenger movies. And you're actually rooting for them to win. And you do really get to see, I think, for like I said, one of the first movies, actual character development. Like Thor actually changing, Captain America changing, Tony Stark changing. You actually get to see that. But I think the interaction between them is a lot more meaningful. I think, to me, like the best ensemble action movie franchise, I would say, is the Fast and the Furious. As you guys know, I love Fast and the Furious. Because those movies have a lot of heart. They're a lot of fun. The cast really feels like they like each other. I think they do hang out together IRL. I think they are friends IRL. And in this one, unlike the other Marvel movies, I actually felt like the people wanted to be there. That they were enjoying each other's company. That they actually liked each other. Which is, like I said, it's kind of unique for me for a Marvel movie to feel that way. Like, when I first heard about this movie, I admit I had no desire whatsoever to see it. I mean, time travel's pretty lame. Time travel's very hard to do properly. The Terminator films are like one of the few cases that are pretty good. But something I found with this in comparison to most Marvel movies was the references to other movies didn't really feel gratuitous. I don't know if that's because of the time travel thing, and because I think they did it fairly well, actually. But it really did feel like a lot of fun. It felt like they're having fun doing it. The flashbacks were cool. I actually kind of enjoyed them, especially like the Heil Hydra scene. That was really well done. I don't know, I just felt like they got the characters much better this time. The stakes were a lot better. The writing was better. Even though this one was 3 hours long, it felt tighter somehow. Like, there wasn't a ton of like unnecessary nonsense they piled on. Most of the stuff that happened had like a purpose in happening. And I found with like the previous couple of events, like a lot of the other movies I thought were shit, like Iron Man 2 or the first two Avengers, is just them like standing around doing nothing. I also appreciated what Tony Stark said, where it's, because I remember when I first saw the first Avengers movie, the joke I immediately made was, oh, they're not going to try to save the world, they're just going to avenge it. So they like don't give a shit about like actually winning. And Tony Stark actually made that joke, which I thought was fun, and I thought it was a good end to the various characters. So overall, I'll do a proper review later, but these are just kind of my first thoughts after seeing it. Avengers Endgame gets a thumbs up from me. Good movie. I'm shocked that I actually like a Marvel movie. And I'll talk to you guys later.